Hello, hello, everyone. This is TDM. Welcome to the stream. We're Today we're gonna be playing probably one of my most anticipated games of 2025. Actually, it just got announced a bit ago, but um, it's quickly moved to being one of my most anticipated games, and I cannot wait for the release. We're going to be playing the demo for Endless Legend 2. Um, Endless Legend 1 was a really good game that had some pretty solid concepts, but it was marred by some fairly significant issues. But Endless Legend 2, if not outright correct, or outright corrects a lot of the problems I have with Endless Legend 1. And I've played both of the factions that are available in the demo, and I think they both play really well. I'm excited for the release of the game, so I'm gonna go ahead and start up the demo, let the opening cutscenes play, and let you guys get immersed in the world. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Derek Paxton, and we are thrilled to share what the team at Amplitude has been working so hard on. Endless Legend 2 is built with the community in mind, and your involvement is an important part of how we make games. We started with a large insiders program, and now we're ready for the next step, providing this demo for you to play as we move towards early access. This demo offers a limited part of the game, which is still being actively improved. The process allows us to hear what you like and what you don't like. It allows us to take risks, make adjustments, and create a better game. It also gives you a chance to try it out as it goes through the long process of becoming a released game. So dive in and let us know what you think. Above all, have fun exploring Sayada and Endless Legend 2.
I am many things. I have been many things. God.
Outsider.
Wanderer.
Captive.
But the names I have had are nothing compared to those I will soon earn. For I carry a searing flame that has flickered yet never extinguished, and an iron mantra that cannot be broken. The waiting will soon be over.
Freedom.
The unfortunates will suffer, but this was never their world alone.
Parasite.
That which was forgotten will be remembered.
Lost.
That which was buried will be freed.
Kill them.
That which was wronged will have its vengeance.
All right, there we go. So this is the title screen. It is gorgeous. All of the artwork and the world building in this game is absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion. We're going to play as the Kin of Sheridan. An offshoot of the United Empire, the Kin arrived on Sayada decades ago, but dreams of conquest and glory were quickly dashed against the rocks of this unforgiving ocean world. With their original inspirational leader lost to the wilds, the mantle of leadership has fallen upon General Shaparenko, who dreams that the Kin will one day do more than merely survive. So, the Kin get a lot of really interesting bonuses. As you can see, the higher their fortifications in their capital, the more holy commandments they can unlock, which are things that you can spend one of the resources on, and the more of their super units, the chosen, they can build. They unlock the holy commandments by having increased fortifications, as it says up here. Excuse me. And the chosen also increase the range of the holy commandment to the area that they are in, the territory that they are in. Now, I really enjoy the aspect, which are these really cool looking coral robot diplomat symbiote, and oh my god, they're so fun. They're so cool to play. But I want to get more comfortable with the kin because they also are really cool to play. So we're gonna change our color to green. We're gonna pick the Roman helmet, and we're only gonna be playing against two factions. We're gonna be playing against the aspect, and the third faction that is only for the AI, the necrophage. And I'll explain more about the necrophage in a bit. Sounds good. Do random. Yeah, there we go. Advanced. World size, map archetype, world rat. Generation seed, lake odds, like size, rivers. Okay. Yeah, let's just go with this for now. Oh, base difficulty. I'll just turn that off for now. Actually, no, that's the only victory condition we have. We only get about... Unfortunately, we only get about 95 turns in this, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the game.
We came from the stars, the Sheridan, the right hand of Empress Elevus. Remnants of our fleet here, ordered to find a new home. Yet this world has not been welcoming. Terrors in the oceans, scuttling horrors on the isles. We were tested, but never swayed from our task. Even when we lost Garen herself. With Garen's courage and Garen's steel, I will rebuild the kin anew. With the wisdom of the stars and the strength of the chosen, we will fight to ensure that Sayada is not a staging post, but our true home.
We kin of Sheridan have suffered on this world, seen our numbers decimated, seen our original commander lost to its mysteries. Now, with our faith in our steel, we must rebuild anew, ensure Sayada is a home worthy of the Emperor. Okay, so this is the start of the game. Here's some... Oh, that's cool. So actually, we can do a little bit of exploring. Try to find the perfect place for our faction to settle down. No, let's actually go over here. And turn. Pick these up. What do we see in here? Oh, this is definitely a good place. Yeah, we're gonna settle down right here. And then with that influence we acquired, we can actually go ahead and... Oh no, not yet. We can't expand to that yet. However, we've got our starting scout units, which are the Sentinel, and then we've got our hero, Hue Ra, and a unit of legionaries to support him. So, this is our capital, and here are our 4 or 5 resources. All of the Endless games kind of work off of these same resources. It's an acronym called FIDSI, which is Food, Industry, Dust, Science, and Influence. Food is pretty self-explanatory. We need food to get our population growing, and the more food we have, the faster we get people, and the faster we can use our population to get the other resources. So we've got citizens, artisans, and scribes. Citizens gather food. Artisans produce industry. Industry is used to build buildings for our district. So let's go ahead and get some workshops going. Get a couple of these forts, and then we'll get some homes. Just to start. 20 turns, it'll speed up. Actually, we'll go ahead and build this first, because this is very big. This is already pretty significant. Let's do this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we can't build a district here because there's an anomaly, but the anomaly gives us increased dust gain. Dust is like the gold for civilization. You can use it to rush buildings, you can use it to buy units, you can use it to bribe hostile minor factions, like these Black Hammers right here. As you can see, we get some bonuses for pacifying and assimilating them into our empire. Or into our protectorate, I guess I should say. Then you've got science. Science is used for research. We start with 2 researches for the workshop and the fortifications. We can grab Strength of Garen to increase the defense of our units and cause our military districts, like our keeps, to produce industry. We can also grab Voice of the Masses to unlock some scribes. Just gonna go ahead and grab all these. As you go through the game, your science will increase. Improvements in your growth and everything is going to increase the more that you've got population and the higher size of your city. Then you've got influence. Influence is the diplomacy stat. So you can use it to acquire lands with the foundations. You can use it to assimilate minor factions in your protectorate. You can use it to propose diplomatic treaties with other empires. You basically do anything that you can't do with the other resources, you can do with influence. So it always pays to have a lot of it. We're gonna go ahead and end turn. And we find some curiosities, which are really good. That just gave us our research into Strength of Garen, that's massive. We're gonna set our scouts to auto-explore. The Aukling. Bane of careless travelers. Tribes of aggressive, dust-loving Auklings can be found on every isle of Sayada. Their evil reputation masks a sad truth. In reality, they are but pitiful addicts. So, we can attack them to pacify the village, or we can parlay with them, which we'll go ahead and do. I'd like to welcome you at the feast, but excuse me, I was reading that? Okay, I guess I have to claim Eneva, which is where they are. Alright. I guess we're bridging over. I hope the Black Hammers don't mind. Can I not check that at all? I guess not. That's kind of annoying. We're gonna build a camp here. Camps are used to temporarily, stake your claim on a territory, but not unlock it right away. Usually provisions are food. You find all these different curiosities, is what I'll say. They can provide food, industry, they can find dust, you can find science. As you saw, we got some influence earlier. You can find weapons for your heroes. Presence in these lands has blunted the raiders' threat. Days pass with no sign. We are grateful for your help. They're cowards, as we expected. According to our scouts, they've already moved on to other marks. They won't trouble the Auklings again. So, because of that, we have pacified the Auklings. And if we wanted to, we could spend 150 influence to assimilate the Auklings into our faction. We would get their raider unit. We would get scavenger tactics if we elect one of their counselors. And we would get Aukling citizen that could produce extra dust. So the more Auklings we get, and then also, oh, sorry about that. The more Auklings that we get, the more of a chance that when we get a new hero, it can be an Aukling. So we can have a Monkey Ranger hero instead of just the Kin of Sheridan as our hero race. 20 winters have passed since the mantle of leadership fell on General Shaparenko, yet she could remember no harder time. Devastation of the storms have scarred many kin, and the ensuing starfalls have stirred ancient memories of their own times traveling the heaven. Sermons are more evangelic, congregations greater, and canticles sung with unrecalled zeal. Garen's legend burns brighter than ever, with many kin desperate for their lost leader to return from the wilds and relight their path. For the leader of the kin, it is a testing time. Seneschal, I pray you disturb me for good reason. I have a lot on my mind. For good reason, yes, but my news is troubling. Spit it out, then. I hear enough riddles from the chaplains. Frisia is missing, slipped past the patrols. Another one determined to retrace the great Commander Garen's footsteps, no doubt. One of our most promising youths, but she's too impetuous. Do I hear a soft spot in your voice, General? Perhaps, but no matter who, the response will be the same. We'll need to send a search party. So, our first story quest. Every race gets a storyline. And for this storyline, we need to search the mosaic halls in this region. So we're going to send our sentinels. Go ahead and pick up these charts. Get more influence. Send them all the way down there and we'll search for them and we'll even get a little reward. Now, camps are a temporary stake. They don't produce yields and they don't have population. But if we claim this territory with another camp, we can attach this to a city, which will cause it to not be a new city because we have a limit to how many cities we can produce. We can get 400 influence and evolve the camp into a city. But in that case, then we get towards our city limit. We've got to worry about brand new food, brand new industry. We've got to worry about a whole new aspect of Fidzi. So in this case, since there's a bunch of dust around this area and not a lot of food or anything else, I think it's going to be safer for us to just turn this into a camp or attach this to a city. Meanwhile, this area, there's a good amount of food. There's some industry in here. We've got the Black Hammers that could support our population. We might actually want to build another city here or even up here, take advantage of this fiber spine anomaly, get extra industry, we get some science and food as well. But that's all in the future. For now, we're going to keep exploring provisions, discovered our rewards. That happens sometimes. Turns can progress really quickly in this game. As you can see, you know, we've almost got our Sanctity of Nature built. We've got our Sentinels moving down here. Oop. Always seems like I don't get anything from provisions. Kind of disappointing. Alright, now we want to go to the Mosaic Halls, so I actually have to go here. There we go. Deep in the ancient ruins, the search party finds Prisha, badly injured and trespassing far from home. Shaparenko decides to let her rest. They will speak in the morning. And I am happy to pay. Someone must seek the truth, after all. You have the best interests of the kin at heart. That is commendable. We want to learn the truth, Prisha, but your methods are disrespectful, not to mention dangerous. I saw someone. What? Across the ruin. It might have been Garen. I would have followed, but I fell. Maybe that was fortunate. Whoever you saw, I'd stake my life it wasn't Garen, and whoever it was might not have taken too kindly to you trailing them. Now, we need to get you back to rest. Yes, Lieutenant Brezvez? General, our scouts have sighted necrophage in the vicinity. We must have disturbed the nest. Alright, all kin to arms. Let's see them off. Now, we have to fight the necrophage, who are right up here. So, actually, let's go ahead and send our army down this way. Maybe meet up with the sentinels, because I don't think that they'll be able to take an entire army of necrophage on their own. Get some dust and influence from the obelisks. Got these really cool looking trees. Like I said, the art style in this game is just phenomenal. And we've actually run into the kin. Or not the kin, we've run into the aspects. So let's see if we can get some diplomacy going if we actually meet one of their units. In the meantime, let's go ahead and finish this with dust. We've got that built. As you can see, now we're getting tons of dust, tons of influence just from the city hall, and we've got the spiral crabs we're working here. Might be a good idea. I wish I could grab this up here, but I can't. Not sure why. Alright, we've got scavenging researched. We get more rewards from fighting battles, and our units get bonuses. So, next thing we're researching is the Voice of the Masses. So we get more scribes for our capital, which can produce more research. And we get a forum that will produce influence with each adjacent district. And when you produce districts, if they are surrounded by other districts, then they'll actually level up. So, we claim this. I messed that up. I messed that up. That's an anomaly. That's not a district. Oh well. Lake. Is this the lake or is this the ocean? Okay. Oh. Let's go ahead and yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Just build fortifications out here. That's my bad. Grab these weapons. Hopefully we'll get something our hero can use. Flash Rock Mail. That sounds like we can use it. Alright. So, this is our hero, Uwe Rock. He comes with a bow and a set of armor. We can equip this on him that will give him extra might, which I think increases his damage. No, it increases. It will increase his offensive skills. So he's only got one of those, which is Scoped Shot. But since he's an archer, he actually deals bonus damage for determination and not might. If he was a melee character, then he'd deal bonus damage for determination. There are 5 types of units in the game. There's infantry. Excuse me. There's infantry, juggernaut, swarms, ranged units, and cavalry. Infantry are good against ranged. I think ranged are good against swarms. Swarms are good against juggernauts. Juggernauts are good against cavalry, and cavalry are good against infantry. That's the basics of it. Let's keep working up here. Let's get to that Necro Horde. Grab this anomaly. Oh, the Xavius. They claim the Xavius. Man, I really like those guys. Oh, I love this. The Xavius are really cool. They're like... if you ever played the game League of Legends with Bard and his little spirit, it's like, imagine if a bunch of those little spirits got together and climbed into a suit of armor to kind of like a 2 kids in a trench coat situation. They're really fun. I love their animations. I don't love getting nothing from provisions, but I do love the Xavius. Unfortunately, looks like we're not going to be their friends this game. If the aspects have already claimed that area. Let's keep moving. There's Necros. You know, just there we go. Okay. So, this is the battle screen. It says we're going to lose. I disagree with that. So, Battles in Endless Legend 2 work very differently than battles in Endless Legend 1. Turn down the speed a little bit. I had it on fast speed when I was playing earlier. So what we can do is we can move these guys here. And we'll actually move our archer up here because the kin have a special ability. It's called Stand United. Which, every turn that they are together... Oh, there's actually 6. I'm sorry, there's flying. There are 6 types. There's flying units too. So, Uwe, as a ranged character, is incredibly strong against flying units. So, we can use his scope shot and his ranged attack to deal bonus damage. So, actually, what we can do is move up to here, get a high ground bonus, and then use scope shot and almost one-shot. Meanwhile, we have our legionaries come up here. We don't leave the zone of control of these, and we kill them. Now his corruptors, which are ranged units, have to leave our zone of control, or they take damage, or they have to fire inefficiently. So then we have our legionaries move up, take them out, have Uwe come over and finish him off. The enemies slain still as menacing as the day I first set eyes on them, though. The world is a death trap. The day the Necros stop giving me the shivers is the day I relinquish my command, but we will call this world home, one day. General, our chosen units are close to full readiness. Meanwhile, I recommend we get as many hands on deck as we can muster. Raise up our settlements, for whatever's coming. Exactly. Emperor Zelovis would be proud. See it happens. For the United Empire, may it reign eternal. So, this is an incredibly good thing to do. We only have a population of 2, unfortunately. But when we get 3 kin of Sheridan as artisans, we get a free chosen. Now, to make this happen faster, we can go ahead and move these guys to food. Now it goes from 14 turns to 6. Spend a little bit of dust to get our fortifications going. Strength of our zeal rises. Oh yeah. Now, if we wanted to, we could use our divine population, but that's going to reduce our kin of Sheridan by changing them into a divine population. They provide massive bonuses to Fidzi and approval, but it does come at the cost of a kin. So let's go ahead and wait for now. Let's actually move the farming up. Actually, no, that's good. Turn. Oh, next state changed. Ration with Prime, one who stalks as far as Empire has achieved. So, looks like we've also met the Necrophage. Wherever they are. That's not going to last for long. Necrophage do not believe in peace. Uwe got a level from that. Now, we can give him recovery shot, which will let him heal, or we can actually put a point into determination. Right? Yeah. We can put a point into determination to make him better at using his scoped shot and his other abilities. In the meantime, we're going to keep scouting, grab some curiosities, get the charts, got Voice of the Masses researched. There we go. Lero Gyra the Innumerable. I represent the harmony of the illuminated realm. I hope we learn from each other. We can engage in diplomacy.
Gyra the Innumerable, representative of the aspects. My name refers to the chorus that binds us all. We are Legion, and we fight for Sayada's balance.
I love these guys. They're such a cool design. Oh my god. I can't stop freaking out. I can't stop fanboying over the aspect. It's so good. If we wanted, we could share coral exploitation, which we might do. It's only 120 dust, and if their coral spreads to us, then we get bonuses from it. Or we could share research. I think we'll do that. Share research. You gonna say anything else?
We accept.
Okay, cool. All right. Claragyra agreed to our terms. That means that we're sharing research with him. Maybe that means that our research on fencing is going to go a little bit faster. Meanwhile, we can go ahead and assimilate the Aukling, which allows us to produce Aukling population. It gives our heroes a chance of being Auklings based on the population we have, and it lets us recruit their special unit, the Raider, which are ranged units that the kin don't normally get until the next research stage. And also, they have the Opportunist, which means that if they're attacking units that are not adjacent to their own unit, like if they're picking off strays, basically, they get bonus damage. And they get more bonus damage per veterancy, which I'll go into veterancy. Oh, hello, Blackhammers. Nice to see you invading my territory for no reason. There you go. Aukling population available from that camp. Now, we could... You know what? We're going to do this. Move these over here. No, we're going to keep this here. Get our third guy. Get our fencing taken care of. Then move them all into artisans. Yeah, we're going to get this. We're still on track for this plan. So, we're just going to keep exploring. Foundlings. Like the Forsaken, the Foundlings are victims of withering. But unlike their distant brethren, the Foundlings found solace in the dark arts of necromancy. Now seeking immortality by leveraging the power of ancient relics, they are a dangerous, hungry faction. Probably don't want to ally with them. Okay, well, the Prime is stated. Oh, we're in a battle. We'll go ahead and instrument all this. We get some money. And let's not intrude on Claragyra's land. There's our population gain. We got a kin. Move these two to artisan. We'll start moving Uwe back to our capital. And I'll show you the other way that we can make friends, quote unquote. Noise of industry and commerce. Oh, give me a sec, Claragyra. You can go away now. I realized I was holding that up. You can go away now. Thank you. The noise of industry and commerce rise from Garen's Rest's main thoroughfare. Beyond, banners flutter in the breeze, and mouth-watering smells drift from the cooking pit. The city thrives, yet some of the kin wear faces grim as thunder. They are angry, not with you, with Prisha. Word travels fast. They know of her defilement. Some are too zealous, I fear. We'll need to keep her out of the way while she recovers. And we'll see to it. In general, there is good news too. Soon our mighty chosen units will roam far and wide. News of Prisha's expedition to the Mosaic Halls has spread like wildfire. Rumors that she cited the messianic figure of Garen have only inflamed many kin's anger. Among the most faithful, spurred on by the church, there are calls for the resurrection of the Great Search, expeditions that sought to find their missing commander all those years ago. Strange forces are afoot in our lands, yet all anyone talks about is our savior, Garen. They are afraid. Garen offers them hope. And I do not? Our Messiah must have been quite the leader. I wish I'd been old enough to remember her. She was. The tales are embellished, but not ridiculously so. Sayada had already strengthened her when she walked into the wild. And so we are to ignore our fragile state and marshal our efforts into finding her again? How will we make this our true home if we're always waiting on her return, Hadrada? That I don't know. What I know is that most can see her as our savior. If she were to be found, then all our problems would be solved. The burden of leadership. The truth is, our resources are stretched thin. We cannot both search for Garen and build our settlements. So, do we search for our Messiah, or just build our society? That's pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna have to search for Garen. Much as it pains me, the settlements will have to wait. The fate of Garen now burdens every kin. That must be our priority. Ideas? I believe Lieutenant Brezbez might know something. Ask me, this is a waste of our time. It's likely a fool's errand, but speak. Near the end, before she disappeared, she was attacked by monsters. She survived but lost her pack. We can hunt down those beasts, we might find her belongings, learn something. We can hope. Alright, we have to destroy the wild beasts that are deep in Plerigyra's territory.
Come, accept.
We will be required to declare war or revoke the treaty. Sounds
Well
good.
done.
Can we have open borders?
Indeed.
Can you Okay, well, I can't ask him to open his borders, but hopefully he will. Wise choice, Polyp will always wither and die alone. Ongoing reasonable relations, you revoked your closed borders. Now, this is the Chosen, and these guys rule. Basically, giant animated suits of armor that wreck everything. That's not good. We're gonna go ahead and retreat from that. Yeah, go here and recover. Oh. Ah, visitors, and strong ones at that. Not a moment too soon. You could just support that beam. What did you say? For the Lumberyard I'm building in the heart of this forest. Please, just hold that beam. There, like that. Yes, that's it. Who are you? I am Vibrine, Sciodin entrepreneur at your service. What better place for a lumberyard than surrounded by all these trees? Now, would you like to go into business? Yeah, sure. We'll be happy to contribute our strengths. May the lumber flow. Thanks, bud. That was handy. That's another thing I like, is just the, oh. They are attacking our Chosen. Yeah, we can't win that. We're just gonna have to back off. And, have him recover in our territory. Ue is gonna have to make his way here carefully. Blackhammers are being a little bit ruthless. Being kind of dicks. Share Coil Treaty. Yes. Alright, we'll move the Chosen into the city. That should have him recover. In turn. See if we can skate around the Blackhammers. There we go. We'll join up here. There we go. And then head over here. Okay, they're fighting us. Well, I don't know that. And head into the city to recover. Now, actually, while we're here, we can get another Chosen, which we'll go ahead and do. Do we have any? We've got these guys. Okay. Yeah, rest until... Yep. These guys are recovered, so we're gonna send them up here to explore. Here's the Necrophage. An abandoned site. Ooh. What do we got over here? World Crest, Ferocious Forest. Oh, damn. That's cool. As your troops picked their way through the forest, they came upon a glade full of freshly cut trees and dead Blackhammer warriors. Whatever enemy killed them has disappeared, and there is no immediate clue to what happened, but as they prepare to hurry onwards, a lone figure appears. Murderers, what have you done? These were peaceful woodcutters. Even for your kind, this is an unthinkable atrocity. My soldiers have no blood on their weapons. There are no wounded. Stop your idiotic accusations. For my troops hunger, and you are alone. Look at their wounds. They were crushed with great blunt weapons, not sharp edges. Well, what did happen? Find out for me, and some of the knowledge of the Blackhammers will be yours. Is this Zujet? This is Zujet. Yeah, we'll remove Forest. We'll do this 3 times. Alright, here we go. this is the big thing with Endless Legend 2, the monsoon.
Kin of Sheridan, a time of great upheaval is upon us. As the heavens open, remember our creed and stand strong against the horrors of the night.
Oh, they're fighting us? Don't fight us! What the hell? Cool bird people. Alright. So, the monsoon comes, and that brings apart the council. As you can see, we've got the second and third monsoons. We only reached the second in the demo. But we can appoint council members. We've got notables, and we've got heroes. So, if we appoint Uwe Rock, then we get massive industry. We can appoint Builders Savvy Vertil Zorik, and we get less industry costs on improvement. Or we can, that's not. Let's do Uwe and Vertil. And that's our council. You can reassign the councils with dust, but otherwise you have to wait until the next monsoon. So it's best to make sure that you know what you're doing. Okay. Can we do our fun thing? No, not yet. I was gonna see if we could rush production of our Chosen, but we can't yet. In the meantime, we'll grab this. During the monsoon, you get these little curiosities called levitations. Every single one gives you a good amount of dust and increases your movement. So, if you have a scout unit, like the Sentinels, and they've got a good amount of movement, they can just zip all around the map. And we can actually specialize later on to Explorers, which increases their sight range. Or we can change them to Harriers, which makes them better at combat. Either way, it's a lot better than the system that Endless Legend 1 had, which was you would use these resources up here, these strategic resources, titanium and glass steel. You would make armor for your unit. You could make armor and weapons. And that sounds really cool, until you realize that by the time you get enough to make a good amount of armor, you've progressed to the next tier, and then you can make armor out of steel, and steel just costs industry and it doesn't cost those resources. And then you have to research to be able to get the tier 2 versions of those. And it's just really annoying to deal with. So at some point I'd like to stream Endless Legend 1. But it's a little bit of a pain. We still in Sujet? This is Sujet. Okay. Check out these trees. Two turns until we get our Chosen. We can build bridges now. Here we go. Years of Toil are unlocked, offering new technologies to research and new era effect. So, we have researched all of this in the Years of Survival. We can keep researching, which I'm going to go ahead and do for the science. And then we go into the Years of Toil. So I'm going to grab these two real quick. We unlock a new unit. We unlock a new unit slot. And we unlock a new hero. So let's go ahead and get Foreign Affairs. Grab all these in unorder. There we go. Okay. And that will merge with our Chosen. And actually, we'll go ahead and recruit a hero. As you can see, we've got Kasende, Hanji, Kata, and Reika. Now, Kasende and Reika are infantry heroes. They use swords and shields, or clubs and shields. They use a weapon and a shield. Hanji is cavalry, and Kata is an archer, like Uwe. But they also have traits under them. So, Hanji's got more determination, but he's also got rancher, which means you get more citizens for farm districts and more food for farm districts. Kasende has Motherland Sacrifice, which increases war score and also reduces the industry costs of industry and dust costs of units. The Natalist reduces the cost to grow population, and for the badge, increases food gain. Actually, it's just massive fid on military districts. We're gonna take Reika. Now, she comes at level 2, so we can actually put some points into her skill tree for her. We're gonna take War Machine, and she comes with the Syodan Club, which gives her extra resilience and a nice amount of damage and health, or damage and defense. As you can see, she's got a good amount of defense. She's got Gambison. She's got defense just from being her. Strength of Garen gave her defense, and she's got the club. Now, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unequip this Flashrock Mail and give it to her, and then give this Toughened Gambison over to Uwe. And then we'll put her in his army and do this cool thing, which is their profile. Second generation kin, Reika learned that rather than coming from a proud line of Sheridan, she was of Pilgrim ancestry. Her parents covertly joining the mission to Sayada in order to escape the United Empire homeland. Any chances of leaving the planet to pursue their Pilgrim roots evaporated when they found themselves near enough marooned on Sayada. Reika's parents hope that one day the time will come when their daughter can carry on their dream. Now, one thing we can do is we can make Uwe and Reika friends, which allows them to get massive bonuses when they fight together. So now when Uwe and Reika are fighting together, they both get 20% extra damage. So let's go. We've got 2 chosen. We've got a good amount. Let's go mess up those Black Hammers. Stop them from messing with us now. Hey fellas, where'd you go? There you are. Now as you can see, we can easily win this in auto resolve, but I'm going to show you how good the Chosen are. But they added dust to their morning gloom today. That's fun. Okay. So, normally, because of the range difference, it gives broken focus, which absolutely handicaps his damage. They've got defensive posture, they've got forest cover, and they've got base defense. I can use scope shot to get rid of all that. We'll have Reika stand up front with the legionaries, and then we'll have the Chosen come up as well. The Chosen actually have an ability called Stand United, just like everyone else in the kit, which is when they are deployed or starting a battle, they gain 8 shield per adjacent friendly unit. So Reika's going to get 24 shield, along with defensive posture, every turn. As you can see, they're trying to chip away, did some good damage to Uwe, but we counted on that. That's why we've got our Chosen over there. Actually, she's going to be getting 32. No, 16. Okay. Now, Reika can either... Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. Reika can come over here and use Shield Shockwave to deal a good amount of damage to both these guys. It's going to leave her a little bit out in the open, but can't argue with results. We'll have our Legionaries come over and flank. We'll have the Chosen come over and help out Uwe. Take these guys out. And then have Uwe hopefully get a crit. Ah, nope, no dice. Oh well. As units take damage, they get damaged. When they hit half health, they get damaged. Black Hammers get shields when they attack, but they lose increasing amounts of damage the more health they lose. Unless they have an ability called Indomitable, which I think the Chosen have. Oh, Juggernauts are actually good against infantry as well. Perfect. And then we'll finish them off with Reika. Alright. There we go. And as you can see there, we got some incredible armor. So we're actually going to give that to Reika and give the mail back to give this back to Ue. We'll go ahead and attack this. More armor? Seriously? Holy cow. And we're all out of dust. We're not out of dust. Is there anything better than smiting your enemy together? They can't move because they engaged attack. They can set up a camp like right here. Old battlefield curiosity, but discovered no rewards. Alright. We'll move and cut down this forest. Uh-oh. Oh, they're sacking our camp? Oh, necrophages. Those necros. They never learn. Our period of isolation is over. Nice. Now, while the monsoons last, it doesn't matter whether they're wary or not. All minor factions become hostile. They become testy during the monsoons. But after the monsoons come one of the most interesting things that this game does. This is the Tidefall. Pretty self-explanatory. After the monsoons, these heavy rains, Sayada is not a normal planet, so after these heavy rains, the tide just goes out and never comes back. And it keeps happening with every monsoon. What do we got here? Yep, lead the way. I want to see what this is. Who goes there? I should ask you the same question. After all, your soldiers trample a site of great historical value. I am General Natalia Shaparenko, leader of the Kin of Sheridan. Tell me, why do you dig among the bones of dead civilizations? The Salisk are far from dead. Like many of us whose histories go far back, they are simply diminished, not extinct. So, what have you learned? Jarosite. My name is Jarosite. My elders claimed the Salisk's empire once stretched across Sayada, magnificent in its cruelty. Could hardly imagine those lowly thieves building anything more than hovels, but this site tells a different story. What? Help me excavate, prove you are not simply invaders, and I will tell you what I know of Sayada's past and enrich you in the process. Now, we could trigger a battle, see what we could get from Jarosite the Ametrine, which we're not going to do because that's rude. Or, let's listen to him. The ruins must have sat on the seabed for eons. The tangled fronds of weed that would have once floated in the waters, now ugly clumps at the base of the pillars. Barnacles still cling to surfaces where the patina of green slime relent. The smell of the sea is intense. A soldier spots movement. Who goes there? What? We read this. Yep, farm path. Okay, this is something I've never experienced before. Okay, gather. Nope. Oh. So it did trigger. There we go. We got that 600 dust. That was weird. Alright, one more clump of lumber to cut down. We got some improvements to build. Traveler Shrine. Foundations. We can finally grab that. Grab these. Get more military districts. We've got a bunch more food. And that move to industry, actually. Or science. Not science. Not industry, science. Alright, where are you going, Necros? That's it. Get out of here. What? Why'd you close borders?
It is what it is.
That doesn't explain anything. Whatever. We got Reika and Ue leveled up. It doesn't need might. Oh, but that armor. No, look at that. 19 defense. That's so good. While guarding gains 36 extra shield, gains 8 extra shield per resilience. That's really good. And then we'll get him with that. Okay. You coming back, Necros? Oh. Oh, you're sacking our village? Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No, you're not. What? Oh god, we're not doing this again, are we? Okay, infinite dust, I guess. Alright, we cut down all that. Now we go back here. And turn. Don't. Let's kill him. This is incredibly buggy. What is going on? This has never happened before. I'm gonna have to start a new game. My army's just stuck. I have to start a new game. There. Okay. What? Alright, my soldiers will help. Now tell me about Sayada. Wonderful. Did you know that Sayada was once endless desert? Only the hardiest creatures could survive. Ametrine myths speak of a great being coming to the world at this time. The legends are unclear as to this being's nature. Whether it was born, whether it came from the stars, whether it was even mortal. Myths? Tell me myth? It is my belief these myths contain much truth, and that is what I intend to learn. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. My soldiers will help. Now tell me about Sayada. Oh no. Okay. What have your investigations shown? It may come as an unpleasant surprise, but it appears that the trees have been fighting back. Trees can't fight? Nonsense. Watch your tongue. This is a world where inexplicable events are common. Powers that could drive the seeds away can certainly do this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's broken again. You have a matter concerning Garen's rest? I do. Garen's just a thriving little settlement, but I'd like to give the youth of the place even more encouragement. They're restless. Encouragement for what? Fulfilling their potential, becoming their best selves, if you like. For the glory of the Empire, of course. Have you been listening to stirring orations, Counselor? Never mind. How would this be achieved then? By a bursary. We award the most outstanding young individuals in various fields: mathematics, philosophy, commerce, pugilism. Generous grants to support their development. Sounds expensive. Democratize. Oh no, 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 no. I saw that. I saw that. There's conscription. Okay, we got it. Wait. We just get a third era technology. Herald of the Faith. Apart soldier and cleric, heralds of the faith can lead their fellow kin in ceremony and in combat. So much research. Okay. End turn. Army is immobilized. Why does this keep happening? What about the bird guys? There they are. And the necrophage. Awesome. Give him arena of arrows. Why is this army still immobilized? What is going on? Councilor Uiraki of there. What is going on? Get out of here. What did I do last time that fixed it? Did I pick all of them? Is that what it was? Okay. Inexpensive yet an effective program, I'm sure. With an eye on Empire finances, I can't fail. You come here to be regaled with song, you may choose your favorite, for I know every tune the Noquensi have ever sung. Wandering Strangers Quatrain, perhaps? We did not expect a performance, we thought we might discuss an accord between our settlements. How boringly practical. You're not here for noble art, I was in the midst of cogitation. Ballad of a clax drinker's sorrow, causing bitter conflict. The old song about the spurned ametrine? How could that make trouble? No pure nectar is sweeter than clax, no sweet tale sadder than the sorrows of Brax. Some among us insist it's a political allegory, not a lyric lament. Rather radical, and I have my own ideas about it, but I can't be seen to take sides. Let us investigate for you, then. Once the matter is settled, we can discuss sharing lands. To analyze the ballad's emotional elements, I need the perspective of a love-struck individual, like Uwe Rock, perhaps. I will interview them myself. Uwe Rock, they have yet to find their hearts beloved, but feel free to speak with them. Wonderful. A unique opportunity for your hero to reflect on their devotion. Oh, we found some necros. Can I move this army now? Why are they immobilized? Are you serious? I'm actually gonna have to start over. This is so dumb. Is it because they're on Coral? It can't be because they're on Coral. It's just broken again? Oh my god, Necrophage, save me. Save me. Fight me. Please. You and your soldiers are fodder. Certain the matriarch, give us dust and you might live. No, come back. Please. Alright, well, that was fun. I guess we're starting a new game. playing as the aspect this time. Fighting against the kid.
There is peace if all things are in balance. Metal and mineral, sky and sea, the bound and the unbound. This harmony murmurs through the air, ripples through the oceans. It is the song of Sayada that we alone can hear. A symphony shared by every being, living or unliving, growing richer until it is ruined by one false note, one crashing dissonance. From discord, only disorder, conflict, and destruction will follow. We must deny this cacophony, sway the strangers of this world, and impose a greater harmony.
Aspects of rebuild the course. Subjects of the illuminated realm, join me. The dieback is behind us. The aspects are recovering. The vast oceans of Sayada beckon to us. We shall seed the coral once more, building an empire to soothe the agonies of Sayada. Harmonies of our chorus will drown out the cacophony of chaos. Let's go exploring. That totally threw me for a loop. Threw off my groove. We're gonna settle right here. I'm Fair Tellius, boss of the consortium. They call me Mr. P. You need freight moved? Special package delivered, discreet communications. Perfect, that's us. We're all business. Interesting skills, but we don't need couriers. Sure you do. Everyone does, and they come to us for it. Except, well, we got an issue here. Shipment got lost. Friend, that's like the necrophage surrendering. Unthinkable. And if the goods don't show up, your reputation. Don't say it, don't think it. I can't have that. You help us out, fix the situation. I'll personally guarantee a permanent discount. Ah, maybe we have business to discuss after all. We wouldn't waste your time if we didn't. Look, we got a problem. Someone thought they were clever and makers. Our shipment got lost. Means it's stashed somewhere. I can see where this is going. Allies? You talk funny. Just find it. Gotta be on neutral ground. Probably one of those curiosities. Check a few out. Let me know what you dig up. Okay, so the aspects build on coral. They do not get bonuses from fortifications, but they do get bonuses from influence and excuse me. Ugh. That's why I shouldn't have settled here. Okay, that's fair. We got the long-tailed simian police. We got food. We got dust. We can expand into there with camp. Actually, with a coral plant. Alright, let's research science, dust, industry, do. Move this up here. Right, an anti-curiosity. Anti-curiosity. We're being attacked. We win. The Salisk. Once proud race that once hailed from a powerful empire, the Salisk have been reduced to highway robbery and petty thievery as they try to survive Sayada's calamitous past. The illuminated realm of the aspect is at its lowest ebb for centuries, devastated and desperate. Several months ago, the web of coral that stretched across the island and into the seas beyond experienced a dieback, the likes of which had never been witnessed. Reefs withered and blackened. Only a pitiful handful of coral shells remained. The chorus, the shared mind where all aspects come together in thought, atrophied as well. Good news, Plero. Against all odds, we survived. Reefborn has been built anew. It is a shadow of itself, and our once mighty chorus is but a discordant whisper. We lost many in the dieback, that is true, but a handful of us persist, and we will rebuild the chorus as well. Were we complacent, my friend? We called it the Illuminated Realm, a land of plenty and bliss. We were blind to the coming ruin. Good questions, of course, but they can wait. And remember, you have barely donned the robes of office. Power laid in others' hands, so stop feeling guilty. Thank you, cried Alon. You are right. I look back in pity, not ahead in hope. I forget the balance, the harmony. What do you recommend with your experience? Everything begins with the coral. We must grow new fields immediately and find new varieties immune to the blight. We are not yet saved. Of course, it is the first step to a greater chorus and a greater harmony. Let us move. Okay. So, it does not count us having built this coral spore. Oh, because we... Now, the interesting thing with the aspect is they do not have to do quests to pacify. Excuse me. They can actually just go ahead and use the coral. And the coral that moves into nearby villages automatically pacifies those villages. So, let's go talk to these guys. You trespass on Solek Imperial land. Aspects. Failed to salute my battalion will be forced to search you for contraband, which will be forfeited to the Empire as tribute. There are no makings of your claim here, Commander. In fact, this looks less like an empire than a campsite belonging to a gang of highway robbers. How dare you address me so, peon? Imperial pikes, you are dismissed. I will deal with this Cretan alone. Peon? Cretan? We have nothing more to discuss, Solace. Count yourself lucky we do not draw our weapons here and now. Wait, let me explain. Discipline is slipping. Belief in our Imperial glory fade. They must see Solace's strength is no laughing matter. Show them that, earn my favor. Solace's rule stretches across Sayada, but my pikes are trapped here. Seat of Imperial power lies beyond, at Varska. Construct river crossings so he may seek the capital. And in exchange, you'll welcome our presence in these lands, whether you find Varska or not. We will find Varska, and your builders will help us. Count on it, Aspect. Okay, build 2 units in Reefborn. That's easy, because our units are cheap. We get envoys, and we get sentries. We don't have much dust right now, but we also don't have much industry right now. Go ahead and do this right now. Right now. Don't attack me. That's it. Alright. And movement. Oh, there it is. Now we've got workshops unlocked. Go back through here. No stone unturned, eh? Nice work. Since we got the shipment, we'll let you in on a little secret. Welcome to the family. The aspect also start with the ability to assimilate for 0 cost. So they are very good at using a bunch of minor faction units, like these couriers. And because of that, we also got an increase into industry. Why is it infinite population? 4 dust on city containing a training post. What's 4 dust? Okay. Move both of you guys. Oh, because they joined us because we have... Okay. That's what it is. Now, this... Inga. Okay, this is all Inga. what we can do is actually put a coral spore here. And then we can use our influence, turn it into a camp, and eventually we can attach it to a city, and we'll gain from this, we'll gain from this, we'll gain from this, we'll move down and gain from this. And when the Solace join us, their population will join us here. So aspects, we're figuring stuff out. We've actually almost researched the years of toil before even the first monsoon. That's fantastic. Moving fast. We're the kin of Sheridan. We agree all about it. Good to meet you. Excuse me. You guys must be doing a quest. Is that it? Nope. One more. What we got over here? You know what? Let's bring our army back. Let's congregate real quick. There we go. We got that. We can do this real quick. Competent work, Plera Gyra the Innumerable. Crossings look sturdy enough. Our mission can begin in earnest. You've gained my ear. Brenda my pipes. Now we can go build Coral Spore over here. Get that coral all over the place. Honestly, at this point, it might be better to just move everyone to tribes. Forest planted, first shoots of coral cracked through the soil, healthy and radiant. Beautiful sight, I must say. One that makes old circuits hum. No sign of disease? None. Relax, Plero. Our new variety appears to be immune, so far, to the blight. Soon the chorus will sing again. I'm happy to hear that, friend, but it troubles me that we are no closer to fathoming the cause of the blight. Coral remains healthy. We must take advantage of this time, Plero, not waste its potential. So many things weigh upon us. Construction, defense, research. We're so weak. Do we prioritize alliances or impress with might? Research other corals or slow down, Plero? Breathe. Yeah. Harmony and balance. Harmony and balance. Harmony and balance. Good. Ever since the chorus failed, I've been anxious. I never realized how much that constant roar soothed me. None of us did. And you weren't named Plera Gyra the Innumerable for nothing. Nobody could better decipher the chorus. Now, one thing at a time. Starting with this coral. Desperation drives us to protect it, to improve it. Now... Oop. And you guys keep scouting. See if we can find any resources. Plera Gyra the Innumerable, since arriving at these vestiges and meeting a garrulous hallway, aspects have been arguing non-stop. About what? Whether the vestiges hold trace of the Old One civilization, and their fall. The Hoy convinced half the soldiers that Syed is cursed, that something evil lingers. And the other half think them fools for believing such rumors. They'll be fighting amongst themselves if we don't step in. Indeed. We need more sight. Let the soldiers know that their leader thinks their superstitions are nothing more than childish things. They'll sober up. Oh, okay. Get out of here. Ooh. More chart. More science. Oh no, it's influence. Yeah. Alright, we'll park here. Polemaphon the Steadfast. We'll give you... Deflecting stance, hell yeah. We're gonna take a break here. Asceticism research. Dieback has made us cautious. We must learn to live with less. Unlock a new protectorate slot. Years of toil are unlocked, offering new technologies to research and new era effects. Now, we can recruit a hero from the Consortium or the Aspect. Or, we wait a turn, attach this to a city, get 2 Solisk populations, welcome the Solisk into our civilization, which I'm going to do right now. No, I don't want to yet. No. End turn. Whatever, fine. We'll take Gracchus Theodored. Wouldn't let me in turn. That's kind of annoying. Then attach the city. Boom. Now we have even more population. On to industry on at war. Or dust on city containing a trading post. We don't have a trading post yet. Probably should research now. Trading post. The city grows. No. I'm probably building all of these. Oh well. Hammer. Pick my army. There we go. Uses active skill on empty tile. Teleports target tile. Deals damage to distant units. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got our first monsoon. Start hoarding dust. We got our council seats too. Scavenger tactics, Cream of the crop. Ross of Meta. numerologist. Maybe that'll increase. We got some merchants' houses. There we go. Let's make them buddies. Okay. Yeah. Grab this foundation. Feel a spark of hope, Claro. Chorus will be renewed. We've done well, but we are far from safe. Come, we should enjoy our victories, even if they are small ones. Several were inspired enough to offer themselves as fighters. Our forces are stronger than ever. That is certainly something to celebrate, but right along. Do you imagine we will one day hear that magnificent chorus again, or is it forever lost? Since establishing new coral reefs, Clara Gyra have begun to look to the future, but the yields are unstable and the fields require constant care. Shadows still loom over the illuminated realm with worrying questions about the dieback of the forest. Clara Gyra is anxious once more, seeking counsel. What is happening to this world, my friend? Dieback, our chorus, our harmony? Are we living on a doomed world? We are here to deal with the present, Claro, not predict the future. All I know, is that we must persist, no matter what this world throws at us. Well said. In fact, we must get to know this world better than we do, or thought we did. Exactly. There are many lesser nations on these lands. It may be worth communicating with them and seeing what they may know. Indeed, we are all part of the harmony. Let us be. Well, coral's gonna grow over there eventually, I think. Got our cool Robo Centaur. Let's see what we can find. Hey, kid. How's it going, guys? Are we winning? We are winning score-wise. Oh. Weapon. Hymn of Cynosure found. Concealable. When using this active skill on friendly unit, applies focus, does not consume movement points and action token, destroys after use. That's actually really good for you, Gracchus. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat all of a sudden. Get that dust. Excuse me. Alright, we got our Tidefall. What do we find? What have we got? Ooh! Unseen Seers. Oh, we're being attacked. By the kid? What the fuck? Why? This is probably a bad idea. Man, they're gonna kill our envoy. They're gonna kill our sentry. Not sure why they're attacking me. Kind of rude if I'm being honest. Not sure why you picked a fight with me. That was incredibly rude. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Are we good? Oh no, 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 not again. It's gotta be because of the dialogue thing that I turned on. Turn off quips. Okay. They can move. That was very weird. Fierce horses in our lands. Oh, what? Sorry, I didn't even notice. What tide falls? Stay back. Where are you hiding? Before the tide falls, Cyadas seas submerge this land. It smells seaweed and brine is still strong. Strange traveler garbed in blue and gold prostrates herself on the sand, seemingly in supplication to a beached, tentacled monstrosity. It twitches. Your soldiers approach. Stay back. What are you hiding? Stay back, I said. Give it space. Now tell me, what is that thing? Doesn't look natural. Enough. You insult something magnificent that you don't understand. Why does it glitter? Is that dust? Help me. It needs to be returned to the oceans. The falling seas have left it stranded. Why do you care? Who are you? I am Moria Kupus, priestess of the gods that were and will be. Now, time is of the essence. Will you help me or not? The creature deserves life. Better alive in the seas than dead on the land, I guess. Soldiers, prepare a stretcher for the creature. You have my gratitude. Sayada will not forget this kindness. As to more material expressions of thanks, I know where you can find mineral riches. Speak with you about the citizens of Reform. Very well, Counselor Gracchus the Adored. Gracchus the Adored, but is it the right time? Tuber's Eve is coming up soon, if I'm not mistaken. You're quite right. Though, in fact, Tuber's Eve is the problem. Now, I admit that it's not exactly scientific. Burying the harvest's largest tuber before moonrise on the shortest night, not keeping the sea's dangers away. Problem. The only thing our citizens lose by indulging in this little ritual is the harvest's largest tuber, though. Couldn't agree more, Player Gyra the Innumerable. Except, in fact, citizens of Reform have started to celebrate Tuber's Eve after moonrise, not before. Practice is creating considerable anger and suspicion in Reform. Fear of the sea runs deep. In fact, I believe the situation could become unstable as the ritual approaches. I understand your concern, Counselor. What would you recommend? Let us put the matter to rest with a demonstration. By ordering the method to follow, you can prove that neither is a danger. Reason dictates that this new practice will show the same results. Older customs always take precedent. There's more than one right way to bury a tuber. We need more research. Citizens of Reform will bury their offering after moonrise like their neighbors. I am sure the sea will not rise up in conflict. Fine experiment, Player Gyra, which even the most superstitious will appreciate. Oh my god, the sea is rising up against us. No! Can you imagine? Okay. You guys wait here for your pikes. They'll be here eventually. Don't kill us, bat creatures. Oh no, don't flee into their lands. Get out of there. We're leaving. We're leaving. Alright. Fucking... Stop killing my people, Ken of Sheridan. Ooh, weapons. Go look down there for some shinies. Splintered halberd. Hoppus bow. Give you the halberd. Does way more damage than your old weapon. Gives you bonus might, and we'll give you the bow. More damage and some extra stats. And you still get scope shot. You still get power slash. You do. Nice. Good upgrades. Keep exploring. Xavius! A champion. We always wanted to meet a champion. I am Mantimire. Yes, you are permitted to tremble if you wish. You come to steal, to pilfer, or to sit by the fire, laugh, and play games. Sitting by the fire is a pleasant distraction, but we have something else. Then you come to steal. You'll pay dearly for your greed and incivility. No, the aspects are here to make friends with you, Lord Mantimire, not become your enemies. No stealing, no battle, no games. So we may be friends, rich and powerful ones? Very well, aspects. I propose you help us become a true military power. Happily, within limits, that is, friend. We are powerful. Do you see me? See us? Our pantanelles are magnificent. Though between friends, sometimes loose bits fall off. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed, a friend's armor must have no gaps. Exactly. Perhaps you could. Perhaps you might. Perhaps you might help us find better materials. I love them. They're so great. Oh boy, we found the necrophage. I just like playing with pipes and water. Here's some more solace. We'll head back, see if we get our buddies soon. We got those coral walls growing up to defend us. You know what? There's a coral here. Get so much more research from this area. Okay. Oh, give me the coral. Give me the. There we go. Relevant camp. We'll hold the same empire known as Steve. Why? Why are you attacking? Oh, you're not. This is enemy empire for some reason. You're not an enemy. Little guy. Click on this. There we go. Okay, attach to the city. Next turn. We still in first? No, we're in last because we got destroyed by the kin. Probably should have done that in the other order, but oh well. You a massive amount of damage here now that Reka's not there, and work on chipping these guys down. Probably gonna lose Gracchus here. Yep. What? Can you not? Oh, okay. Reborn is looking a little bit shabby these days, dirty, overcrowded, threadbare clothes on the citizenry. Had an idea for rehabilitating its favorite glory. Putting it to torch? No. By erecting statues of important figures from the Aspect's glorious past. War heroes, great thinkers, poets if we must, maybe dedicated council members. I see. Yeah. Fine idea, Counselor. Pride in the Empire will soar. Let's focus on military pride. I will see to it. Just here, wait for Gracchus to come back. Hey. That's rude. Get out of here. Yeah, everyone's just picking on us. Everyone get shielded. Oh, okay. Mark you. Pop that mark. Get a little bit of chip damage. Move up here. Get a scope shot off. Oh, geez. No, power slash. Oh, jeez. This is only going south so fast. See if we can at least get a kill here. Maybe we can get two. If our envoys and our observers can survive another turn. Okay. Okay. This is going good so far. Okay. Okay, we can get a second. We can get the hero, I think. No. Almost. We might still be able to get it. Unless they kill Polemophon. Oh well, we got two heroes. This is going tough. We made significant inroads with the Thiadans who aren't our... Stop talking to me. We made significant inroads with the Thiadans who aren't our major rivals. In time, all beings on Syada will understand that they too are part of the Heart. There's other news. I will let Lio Gramel explain. The old-timer insists to hear this from him. So what does my master statesman want to tell me? Keep your wits about you. My lord, during the recent missions we came across, how do I explain this? An aspect wandering the uncharted lands. After the storms and the dieback and the starfall, it is hardly surprising that some wander lost or in doubt. I would agree, except that this aspect, Xenos, is not in the chorus. Found them with our eyes, not our minds, my lord. How could this be? One of our number, cut off from the chorus? Another clan, then? A different chorus? I must speak with them. Of course, my lord. Be aware, though, Xenos remembers nothing except their name. They could be dangerous. I will have the guards bring them. Thank you, my lord. I dared to ask to see you, though you do not know me, nor I you. You are welcome to the Harmony, though I confess this is hard to process, to digest. You stand here, yet not a whisper of your thought echoes in the chorus. Who are you, Venos? Start with the most difficult question. I do not know who I am. I have only flashes of memories. Of noise and flame, stars exploding, screams in the chorus, but nothing is clear or substantial. I need help, my lord, to understand who I am and what happened. Will you help? We will help you, Xenos. We will return you to the Harmony. What will be the best way to bring out these lost memories? Explore. Let us send you out into the field in the care of our troops. You will see new sights. Perhaps an old one will trigger a memory. I've tried this, but alone, and therefore I move slowly. Perhaps with your escorts I can move further, see more. Pray you find balance in us. Monsoon. Power. How do I access the trade? I've got one built, I think. Have I not built one? No, I haven't. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it here for now. Kind of annoyed at the first game not working all of a sudden. I might try and go back to it after turning off the clips. Yeah, we'll just figure it out. I might just do another game. I might play into Little 1, you never know. Yeah, thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the game. If you are interested in more, definitely let me know. If you want me to go back to playing WoW, definitely let me know. Either way,